Hey, it's Justin Moore from Trending Family, and here are the top 5 trending articles about advertising this week. So Gap is launching another subscription box. This one's for sleepwear. It's called the Bedtime Box for kids aged 6 months to 5 years. They've got a couple other boxes. There's another one called the Baby Gap Outfit Box. They've got the Old Navy Super Box. So it's just another interesting story of kind of traditional older retail trying to dive into some of these newer trends. I think there is a little bit of a subscription box fatigue out there, especially among millennials. There's so many different types of boxes that you can subscribe to. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. It's not just Gap, of course. I mean, Target has Cat and Jack, and they've got the Cat and Jack outfit box subscription too. So I think just a lot of retailers are really interested in that recurring revenue. So in a recent letter to shareholders, Amazon has finally announced how many Prime subscribers they have, over 100 million, which is totally mind-boggling, right? I recently read a tweet from Josh Dawsey, of the reporter of the Washington Post, said he's never bought anything on Amazon. That was like 2 weeks ago. Totally blew my mind. I mean, I know all of the things that my family buys on Amazon, even down to groceries, right? Like we use Amazon Fresh. And with their recent acquisition of Whole Foods, I mean, I think a lot of the steps and the progress that Amazon has made over the last several years with drone delivery and now in-house delivery, in-car delivery, I think especially with millennials, you're going to see kind of this trend of services that are low touch, right? These are the things where you're not necessarily having to interact with a ton of people, right? These are services that they can provide to you where they're just kind of in and out. So I think we're going to continue to see that. So really interesting article out of Digiday about how Chase is handling brand safety on YouTube. So of course, many of you are probably familiar with all of the brand safety issues that YouTube has been having over the last 12, 18 months. And there's been a ton of advertisers that have kind of fled the platform until YouTube has cleaned up their act. But what Chase has done is they've actually created their own proprietary software and algorithm and they're whitelisting content down to the channel actually too, which is pretty interesting because, of course, Chase is this big brand, and not every brand has the internal resources and kind of know-how and savvy to do that. But it's pretty interesting, I think, because it shows that Chase is invested in YouTube for the long haul, and they know that there's so many eyeballs on YouTube that they have to come up with a sustainable solution. So really will be pretty interesting to see where they go with that. A little bit of drama between Reward Style and PopSugar. So PopSugar, of course, is a publisher. Reward Style is like an affiliate marketing platform, and a lot of bloggers and influencers use Reward Styles. They have something called Like to Know It, where you can essentially make a commission when you post something online and a viewer or reader clicks it and buys it. And so what was happening was that PopSugar, during a hackathon, by their words, they had taken a bunch of posts that some of these influencers had made that had Like to Know It links in it that the influencers were making money off of, and PopSugar en masse copied their content and also replaced all of those affiliate links with their own. So not only did they steal the content, but they started making money instead of the influencers. So they've since apologized and taken down the page and everything, and I think it definitely was against Reward Style's terms of service. So definitely kind of a very gray area. We're talking with a lot of our clients right now about these kinds of issues, where especially when you're inking contracts with influencers, you want to talk through all this stuff about organic usage and what is the term on usage, what is the term for how long you can do paid media with these assets. Really important to remember these things. So another major expose by CNN about brand safety on YouTube. So it seems as though hundreds of brands, again, have had their ads run against extremist content on YouTube. This is something that has plagued YouTube for the last 12 to 18 months. It seems like they can't get their act together. They've tried a bunch of hiring 10,000 moderators, they said, and some additional machine learning and artificial intelligence that's going to help this. But it continues to be an issue. And of course, this is an awful thing as an advertiser, as a brand. You don't want your ads being run against that kind of content. But I feel kind of bittersweet about this whole thing because it really impacts creators on the platform, right? There's all these great creators, especially for, when you're doing custom content, integrated content. There's all these great people out there who are doing brand safe content. And so what I wish is that YouTube would kind of involve these creators in these kind of collaborative discussions with advertisers to help them see, hey, yes, these are issues, we're working on them, but we've also got all these other great creators on the platform who are doing great stuff. So let's involve them.